If you're over 60 or caring for someone who is, this might shock you. Most older adults are mildly dehydrated every single day and don't even know it. And the symptoms? They look like aging, fatigue, confusion, dizziness. But the real problem might just be water. In this video, we'll break down the science of hydration after 60, early warning signs you should never ignore, and practical ways to drink more without feeling like you're forcing it. These tips are simple, backed by research, and could seriously change how you or your loved ones feel every single day. Let's dive in. As we age, our bodies naturally lose their ability to manage water balance. Older adults have a lower percentage of body water, meaning they dehydrate faster than younger people. The kidneys also become less efficient, making it harder to conserve water. At the same time, the sense of thirst declines. This means older adults may not feel thirsty even when their bodies need water. Other factors contribute too. Many seniors take medications, like diuretics or laxatives, that increase fluid loss. Chronic health conditions such as diabetes, heart disease, or mobility issues can also affect hydration habits. And some older adults may avoid drinking water because of fear of incontinence or difficulty getting to the bathroom. All of these factors add up to one simple reality. Older adults are at a higher risk of dehydration, even when they don't feel it happening. That's why proactive, regular hydration is key. Not just drinking when thirsty, but making hydration a part of the daily routine. Dehydration in seniors often occurs silently. One major reason is age-related loss of thirst sensation. An older adult may lose up to 2% of body water without ever feeling thirsty, which means dehydration can begin long before any warning signs appear. Medications also play a big role. Diuretics, antidepressants, and laxatives can all increase fluid loss or suppress the thirst response. Over time, this creates a daily risk of dehydration that's easy to miss. Other invisible causes include fluid loss through breathing, dry environments, or sweat, even without heavy activity. Add in factors like constipation, fear of accidents, or reduced mobility, and it's easy to see how fluid intake quietly declines. For many older adults, living alone or lacking social interaction also reduces drinking habits. And emotional states, like depression or grief, can further lower both appetite and thirst. The result? A slow, steady decline in hydration that puts the entire body under stress without clear symptoms, until it's too late. When older adults become dehydrated, the effects ripple throughout the entire body. The brain is often the first to show signs: confusion, memory loss, or even symptoms that mimic dementia. These cognitive issues are sometimes mistaken for aging, when they're actually due to lack of fluids. The heart also suffers. Dehydration thickens the blood, drops blood volume, and makes the heart work harder, leading to dizziness and increased fall risk. In people with heart disease, this can be dangerous. The kidneys struggle too, unable to flush out toxins properly. Urine becomes concentrated, increasing the risk of infections or kidney stones. The digestive system slows, causing constipation. Muscles weaken, joints stiffen, and skin dries out and heals more slowly. The immune system becomes more vulnerable, and body temperature regulation worsens, raising the risk of both heat exhaustion and hypothermia. In short, dehydration in seniors is not just a thirst issue, it's a full-body risk that affects daily function and long-term health. And it's largely preventable. So, how much water do older adults really need? While the 8 glasses a day rule is a common guideline, it doesn't apply equally to everyone, especially seniors. In general, healthy older adults should aim for about 1.5 to 2 liters of fluids per day. That's roughly 6 to 8 cups. But this number can vary depending on body size, activity level, diet, medications, and climate. Let's break it down. For sedentary older adults in cool climates, 6 cups may be enough. For those living in hot, dry areas or with higher activity levels, fluid needs can easily rise to 8 or even 10 cups a day. People with certain conditions, such as kidney disease, heart failure, or liver issues, may need to limit or carefully manage fluid intake. In these cases, fluid goals should be customized by a doctor. Medications also play a big role. Diuretics, used for high blood pressure or heart disease, increase urine output and raise fluid needs. Laxatives, antihistamines, and chemotherapy. Drugs can also alter fluid balance. Always check with a healthcare provider when managing hydration alongside medication. And don't forget that fluids come from more than just water. Soup, herbal tea, milk, and even fruits like watermelon or oranges contribute to daily hydration. On the other hand, drinks like coffee or alcohol can have a mild diuretic effect and shouldn't be counted as primary sources of hydration. A good rule of thumb? Monitor urine color. Pale yellow is a sign of good hydration. Dark yellow or amber suggests you need more fluids. In the end, there's no one-size-fits-all number. The best hydration plan is personalized, based on health status, environment, and daily habits. What matters most is consistency. Drinking small amounts throughout the day, not just when you feel thirsty. Recognizing dehydration early in older adults can be tricky, because the usual signs like thirst or dry mouth often appear late or don't appear at all. Instead, we have to look for subtle, early symptoms that may be easy to overlook. One of the first signs is fatigue or low energy. When the body lacks water, blood volume drops, reducing oxygen flow to the muscles and brain. An older adult may feel unusually tired, weak, or mentally foggy, even without much activity. Dry skin and decreased skin elasticity are also clues. If you gently pinch the skin on the back of the hand and it doesn't snap back quickly, that can signal fluid loss. Also, check for chapped lips, dry tongue, or sunken eyes, especially if these appear suddenly. Watch for changes in urine color and frequency. Dark yellow urine, or going to the bathroom less often than usual, is a clear red flag. Ideally, urine should be pale yellow and passed several times a day. Headaches, dizziness, or lightheadedness when standing can signal low blood pressure caused by dehydration. These symptoms are especially risky, as they increase the chance of falls, one of the leading causes of injury in older adults. In more advanced stages, dehydration can cause confusion, irritability, rapid heartbeat, or low blood pressure. In severe cases, it may even lead to hospitalization. It's important to note that many older adults don't speak up about these changes, especially if they live alone or fear becoming a burden. That's why caregivers and family members should observe behavior, mood, and physical changes regularly. By paying attention to these early signals, we can catch dehydration before it becomes dangerous and take action to rehydrate in time. When it comes to staying hydrated, plain water is great, but it's not the only option. In fact, many older adults find water boring or hard to drink in large amounts. That's why offering a variety of hydrating, tasty, and easy-to-digest drinks can make a big difference. Let's start with herbal teas. Chamomile, peppermint, or ginger tea are gentle on the stomach, caffeine-free, and often calming, especially before bedtime. Served warm or cool, they're a great alternative for seniors who prefer flavor over plain water. Next, we have infused water. Adding slices of cucumber, lemon, berries, or mint can make drinking water more enjoyable. It's simple, refreshing, and encourages sipping throughout the day without added sugar. Low-sugar fruit juices, such as diluted apple juice or unsweetened cranberry juice, can also help. Just make sure they're not too acidic and are served in small portions. A good tip is to mix juice with water in a 1:1 ratio to reduce sugar while keeping flavor. Coconut water is another excellent option. It contains natural electrolytes and is easier to digest than sports drinks. For older adults who lose fluids through sweat or illness, coconut water can help gently restore balance. Don't forget soups and broths. Warm, savory liquids like chicken, broth, or vegetable soup provide both hydration and nutrients. They're especially helpful for seniors with chewing or appetite issues. Milk and fortified plant-based milks, such as almond or oat milk, offer fluids plus calcium and vitamin D, which are essential for bone health. These are especially useful when appetite is low, but nutrition still matters. And for those who need a bit of variety, hydration smoothies made from water-rich fruits like watermelon, cucumber, or berries can be both hydrating and nutrient-rich. Just avoid adding too much sugar or dairy if digestion is a concern. What to avoid? Beverages like soda, energy drinks, and too much coffee. They may contain caffeine, sugar, or artificial ingredients that can dehydrate or irritate the system. Also, limit alcohol. It acts as a diuretic and interferes with hydration. The key is consistency and accessibility. Keep drinks within reach, offer options throughout the day, and find what the individual enjoys. Hydration doesn't have to be boring. It can be delicious and nourishing at the same time. Staying hydrated isn't just about knowing what to drink, it's about building a daily habit. And for older adults, consistency is key. The first and most effective step is to establish a routine. Encourage drinking small amounts of fluid at regular intervals, right after waking up, with each meal, and before bed. Spacing it out through the day helps the body absorb fluids better and prevents overwhelm. One helpful tool is a designated water bottle or cup. Choose one that's easy to hold and clearly marked, so it's easy to track progress. You can even set daily goals, like finishing 2 bottles by noon and another 2 by dinner time. Visual cues also work well. Keep water or other hydrating drinks visible on the kitchen counter, bedside table, or next to the TV remote. Out of sight often means out of mind, so make hydration easy to remember. For those who forget to drink, use alarms or reminders on a phone, a watch, or even sticky notes. A gentle nudge every 2 hours can be surprisingly effective. Pairing fluids with existing habits is another smart trick. For example, take a sip every time you take medication, wash your hands, or turn on the news. Over time, this creates a natural connection that sticks. If plain water is unappealing, rotate between different drinks. Herbal teas in the morning, infused water during the day, broth with lunch, and a smoothie in the afternoon. Variety keeps things interesting and encourages regular intake. And don't forget the role of social encouragement. Drinking tea together, having soup with a caregiver, or simply checking in on water intake with a loved one adds accountability and support. Lastly, monitor your progress. Keep an eye on urine color, energy levels, and mood. Celebrate small wins, like hitting hydration goals 3 days in a row. Positive reinforcement helps the habit stick. Building a hydration routine isn't about drinking more all at once. It's about creating simple, sustainable actions that fit naturally into daily life. Over time, these small habits lead to big benefits for health, energy, and well-being. Hydration is one of the simplest and most powerful habits for healthy aging. By drinking smarter, not just more, you can boost energy, improve focus, and support every system in your body. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel and help others stay well. Thanks for watching, and remember, a well-hydrated body is a stronger, sharper, and safer one. See you next time.